So we're on Perry Field right now. There's like hundreds of different, it feels like hundreds of different fields. This is one of them. There's like Duncan Field, and another one. And then you have Farley Field. Farley Field is where the battle started at 4:55 in the morning.
We're gonna go there, right?
Yeah, it's part of one of the markers here. What were they doing? Why did they start a battle at 4:55? I have no idea. But you know, that was the same thing. The first shots of Fort Sumter was around 4:55 in the morning. Okay, so if you're wondering, baby, this is the Union marker. Just because it said Tennessee, you know, Tennessee was split. Some of them were Confederate and some of them were Union.
Blue for Union, red for Confederate.
I think Kentucky was like that too. They were kind of split between Confederate and Union. Some of them were for the Confederacy and some of them were for Union. So
yeah.
And then you have Mississippi. It was just straight up Confederate. And Louisiana, Georgia. Yeah, they got some snow out here.
Yeah, they do.
Well, I can see it on the sign over there. It still had ice. So this is MacArthur. Here you go, baby. Talking about MacArthur. Alright, you guys, so we're coming up on a marker for MacArthur. Now, if you guys are ever out here in Shiloh, they do have an app that you can follow the battlefield and kind of get a better or a more in-depth information about each of the monuments here, like this one right here. I'll pull up the app. Make sure my phone's on vibrate. Let's see, MacArthur. Could be on the second day, Shiloh. They got a field hospital out here too.
That's neat.
Okay.
So beautiful out here.
So this was the headquarters of the 2nd Brigade, 2nd Division, Army of Tennessee, Brigade General John MacArthur commanding. So this is his monument here. This is actually a pretty interesting thing, but like right here, if you see right here on this is the app. So you can just scroll here, click on this, kind of gives you a little bit more information about the Hornet's Nest, Shiloh Church, the Bloody Pond, and like I was talking to my wife, they had the Farley Field, which is where the first shots were fired, right around about 4:55 in the morning. The battle took place here, and then you have Pittsburgh Landing, which, you know, the only reason Pittsburgh Landing became open is because of Grant's notorious victories at Fort Mchenry and Fort Donelson. Now, when you go out to Fort Donelson, you can go down the road a couple miles. There is only a marker of Fort Mchenry. The reason why that is once they open up the dam of open up the dam of that waterway, it actually flooded Fort Mchenry. So Fort Mchenry is no longer with us. It is actually at the bottom of that water. But there is a marker that kind of gives you a little bit more history of the fort, and just talks a little bit more about, you know, the wars that it was in, if it was in many different wars. I don't know that much information about Fort Mchenry, only a little bit here and there that I've studied. But I do want to go out there to Fort Donelson, now that I've been tackling a lot with Grant, Nathan B. Forrest first encountered Grant at Fort Donelson as well. So we're going to go ahead and continue walking up this way. And also here at Shiloh, General Sherman was here. This is actually where Sherman and Grant first encountered each other. Grant and Sherman at first, when they first met each other, they actually was not actually finally in tune with one another. They didn't really care for one another. They worked together, but they had their differences. Just like many generals, not only in the Confederacy but also in the Union, they had their differences in the way that they were thinking. But as you guys know, through history and different battles, General Grant and Sherman actually became known as I guess you could say, a dynamic duo, because both of their leaderships together prevailed the Union in the Civil War and ultimately destroyed the Confederacy and gave them the biggest defeat, especially after the capture of Vicksburg and the loss at Gettysburg. And that's basically what really crippled the Confederacy. And after those two losses, they never was really able to recover. Same thing with Shiloh. Shiloh was a crucial spot because about 28 miles from our location, which is the Shiloh National Military Park, 28 miles. Then we have a couple of deers that are running right over there.
It's beautiful.
So about 28 miles from our location, you have the town of Corinth, Mississippi, and that is the town where the Confederates retreated to after their defeat at Shiloh. Now we are coming up to another marker. This is the U.S. Army of Tennessee, Smith's 1st Brigade, 24th Indiana, 11th Indiana, 8th Missouri, and then you have L. Wallison's division. The brigade arrived here about 7 p.m. on April 6, 1862, and divert in a line along the Savannah Road at 5:30 a.m. on the 7th. It formed it with its regiments in order as above at 6:30 a.m. advanced to Jones Field. So that's pretty cool stuff to know, like the exact times and stuff like that. So it seems like the more you learn about the Civil War and don't really have any like hard feelings about what the South did or who was in the right and who was in the wrong, you can just look at how much these men had to go through. Being up at 5 in the morning, 5:30 or whatever, and you're having to form a line and getting ready for a battle. So, it's pretty early to start a war. But we're coming up on another one. This is Commander Captain Edward Burton. So this is the battery of Jamesfield 6-pounders. And the reason why it says Commander, if you come on the other side, and there's one of the 6-pounders. This is the Illinois battalion. So this is the battalion of the Illinois Infantry. So that's relatively cool to have a lot of these cannons, and some of these cannons are the actual cannons. Some of them are replicas. Because a lot of times we try to preserve the history as much as we can, but it also comes down to each and every one of us to share the stories, share the experiences, and try to preserve history, no matter the darkness that it had at that time. We just got to teach each and every one of us you know, each and every one of us, the history, the stories, and just train our children and our children's children, you know, what it means to unite and be one and to love one another, and just continue that same message all through life, because you know that's what God would want us all to be too, is to put our differences aside and just be children of God and just share stories. Don't ever bring up the bad stuff, but honor these men, no matter what side they were on. They went through some hardships that actually it's unbearable to understand exactly what they went through. I couldn't even do it. Honestly, I couldn't go through marching up and down these roads or these woods all the time and fighting at 5 o'clock in the morning. You know, but we have a monument here for the 9th Battalion Toxins, 3rd Division, Major General Lewis Wallace of the Army of Tennessee, and this is for the state of Illinois or Indiana. So, as you can see, we're kind of touching a little bit of the Union side for right this moment, but there's a couple of burial trenches, so stay tuned for that. We're going to go ahead and walk back to the car, and we're going to load up. It's going to be kind of like an off and on video, just to try to tackle the main points, bring you that video. There'll be some screenshots if it's not as a big video, but we want to mostly just film like the battle scenes and a lot of the monuments. So stay tuned for all that great stuff. Make sure you guys once again hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Also drop a comment in the comment section if you subscribed, if you liked the video. Love you guys, and talk to you guys again soon. Alright you guys, so we have came across some information that I pulled of this battle and this fight right here. I pulled it up on the Shiloh National Military Park app. By dawn, Monday, April 7th, the combined federal armies had roughly 50,000 men in line, nearly half of them fresh units, advancing steadily southward from Grant's final position on the first day of fighting. Grant and Buell kept the offensive simple, dividing the field roughly in half, with Grant's bloodied veterans assuming responsibilities on the right, and Buell's fresh reserves supported by remnants of Grant's larger force. Deployed for action on the left half of the field, the early and determined counter-attack caught the Confederates off guard. The most advanced Southern units fell back in panic, joyed by the sheer power of the Union attack. Beauregard and his subordinates worked frantically to hastily reorganize his scattered commands and push troops forward to engage the aggressive enemy formations. The 4 Confederate Corps commanders each assumed command of the sector of the field from east to west across roughly 3 miles. Front by mid-morning, William J. Hardy, commander of the right, John C. Breckinridge, right center, Leonard Spoke, left center, and Beauregard maintained Army headquarters at Shiloh Church. So that is some information of this location and how it turned into a pretty big, intense battle. But that is the Bloody Pond here at Shiloh. We got some more information right here. The return of the bill. Map. So you're right here. The Wicker Field, which is right over there. Still got Duncan. And then there's Polk. So we had 6,500 men. Breckinridge had 5,800. Hardy had 6,000 men in total. And then Bragg was here as well. but he was here as well. From what I was reading on the app that they provide for you to download and give you a little bit more stability to understand the field and where everything is. Here is the field hospital that you can also locate here at Shiloh. So we're going to take a picture of that as well. There's the old cotton field that was located here. The Lost Field, Joseph Duncan, corner at the Pittsburgh Road. So we're going to just kind of walk through. There's some markers and stuff right here. So we're going to walk and look at these markers as well. A couple in the wood. That is the notorious Bloody Pond. Why it's called the Bloody Pond is because like after the battle and fight right here, the water itself was just completely red. So, I mean, it was pretty intense. Doesn't look like much of a pond, but you never know really how deep it is until you step in. Right here, right of Ammon's Brigade. So this is where Ammon's Brigade was, to the right. We got a couple of artillery stations right here, a couple over there. Got a couple trees down in the woods. It's just absolutely beautiful. That tree's wanting to come down, but got stuck right there on that tree right there. That tree's holding them up.
I wonder if there's any bullets around there.
Huh?
I wonder if there's any bullets and stuff around it. Oh. Sometimes you could find.
Army of Ohio, Iowa, Ohio, Terrell's Battery, 5th United States Artillery, McCook 2nd Division. This battery was engaged here from 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. April 7th, 1862. That's a long time they were fighting over here shooting cannonballs.
Yeah, I know.
10 a.m. to 1:30? There's some right there, you see it?
Yeah, there's inside the... You want to go in there?
Yeah.
Might as well, right?
Can't tell us now.
Not really, they're in the woods. You have to walk through the woods. Ow! Dang it.
Well, try to be careful.
I hear that.
Huh?
That just smacked my leg.
Well, try not to do that.
I'm not
It
trying.
looks like a Union marker.
Is it?
Looks like a Union marker. Is it a blue band?
Yeah.
You know that side road that we've seen right before we came down here?
Uh-huh.
I think that starts the native
Oh. Okay.
side of Shiloh. I didn't know there was Native Americans that was on Shiloh here.
I did not either.
It's actually pretty interesting that it holds two different districts.
There's actually a Native American that was one of Grant's secretaries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
16th Wisconsin.
Ooh.
Peabody.
Peabody.
Yeah, he was a Union general. He's got a big monument out here too.
Does he now?
Huh?
Does he now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
I like walking in the woods though.
I do
Hey,
too. It's very,
Look at that little trenches or whatever down that way.
You want to go down there?
Oh, we can't go that fast, you know?
Why? It's exploring.
12th Illinois, MacArthur. Yeah, but you gotta stay where the monuments are.
MacArthur.
Well, you don't want to get like
But what if there's more down there? Oh yeah.
hurt or anything.
Really?
Hey, you know what?
We are from Georgia.
I know, but you know, I mean, looking at the artillery here, I can only imagine how like unsettled some of this ground is.
Unsettled.
Huh?
I'm sure
I mean, look
it's settled
at
now.
Vicksburg when we were there. They were dealing with issues of erosion.
Oh, well, but that's different. That place looked like it was going to fall apart sometimes. That was kind of scary. Anybody was scared of that.
Yeah.
This is beautiful though. And you like it, I think. Huh?
All of this is beautiful. It's peaceful,
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, the bloody pond kind of gives me the bloody pond kind of gives me a little bit of but it's beautiful out here though. It's just
From
peaceful.
what I was reading on the fight that took place right there near the bloody pond was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Filled with a lot of my water was surrounded and covered bodies.
Wow, these trees. Oh, if these trees could talk.
Huh?
If these trees could talk. What is that? That's a different looking.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Why is that so green? Huh?
There's that Wicker Field.
Do you want to go over there?
Yeah, there's a couple more.
Oh, there's a side. What is this?
Well, we'll get on the way back. We gotta go over that way to get in the car.
It's another.
So there's Wicker Field.
Okay. Ah, it smells so good out here too. You smell it?
Yeah.
Fresh air. I love it, fresh air.
I think we're covering some pretty good points from our last video. That way we were out here as like 11, 12 months
So
ago.
good. Yeah. Yeah. We're on the other side, aren't we?
I think so.
I think we are.
That video, last time I looked though, that video has cracked over 700 views.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that I can
So green.
get the same support on this one as I did on that one.
Yeah.
Get more people subscribe, like the videos.
Yeah. They need to subscribe.
It's a lot of
There's a lot of information in your videos that has a lot of history. You do a lot of good work.
takes a lot of time, a lot of effort.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
So what's one we got
Look at
here?
these beautiful places.
We got the 9th Regiment Infantry of course, Indiana.
Indiana.
I mean, not saying anything about Indiana, but they were at a lot of battles.
Illinois and Indiana.
They were all
I know.
over Chickamauga too.
And was it Ohio?
Ohio was a big one too.
Yeah.
You could tell which ones were Union too, because the majority of ones that fought for the northern states was like Iowa, Illinois,
Yeah.
Indiana,
Yeah.
Michigan.
I like it.
There's a couple more artillery. Mendenhall's Battery, 4th United States Artillery, Crittenden's 5th Division. They were, good lord. This battery had 4 guns that was engaged here from 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. or 12 midnight on April 7th. Is that what that M stands for?
AM. I think it. Well, I guess so.
Well, it wouldn't be AM.
Maybe the mid. I don't know. Ask your.
I don't know.
Ask your subscribers. What do you think the M mean for that? Is
What do you
it
guys think
midnight?
that M means? Do you think it means AM or PM? I mean, did you
they
think?
forget the P or the A?
I know. I mean, I hope they didn't.
Or is it just midnight?
I hope it didn't. I hope they didn't go until midnight. That was a long battle, man.
I bet this one's real.
That one is. You can tell.
Can you tell?
Yeah. Look at the color.
Oh yeah. Hello.
Half on it too.
How spectacular. Nice, huh?
Beautiful. It is. All beautiful. I love
I
this field.
showed
You know what? I would like to put a house right here in this field.
I hear that. This is nice.
I mean, I can do it without the mailbox. I don't need any mail.
You don't need any mail.
No.
We don't got good service out here either.
We'll just go on this or like wood
There we go. Do that.
Hey, look, you know.
Ohio.
41st Infantry. George Maygate.
My gate. Hey, it smells so good out here.
It smells wonderful out here.
You just smell the pine
Yeah.
and the trees
I bet.
and the
Oh,
leaves.
look, we got information right here on the back.
Oh,
This regiment advanced to this point Monday morning, April 7th, 1862, where it became engaged at 10 a.m. and had present 18 officers and 355 men. Its loss was 10 officers, or 1 officer
20
and 20 men killed, 6 officers and 105 men wounded, 1 man missing, total 133. Wow.
Hey, there's more back there, love. There's another. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Well,
what
I
is
can
that?
tell-
Wait, come here.
Huh?
What is this back here? What is that? Back there.
Look at that tree.
Yeah, no. Is that lake or something? What is that?
Probably a pond.
Uh-huh.
Or a swamp. That marker right there is Iowa.
Is it?
Yeah. Because I know the yellow. Probably the same regiment right here. 41st.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
One bar on
Yeah, I know. It's dying quick. It's crazy, isn't it?
there. Okay.
It's definitely dying quick. It started acting a little odd over there by the bloody pond, too.
I can imagine. Well, we're going to start heading up that way.
Alrighty.
Well, there's a thing over there. Illinois, it looks like. You want to walk over there?
We can. We can.
Yeah, the yellow, from what I was reading on that marker thing that talks about the markers,
Uh-huh.
the yellow ones are like the Army of Iowa.
Really?
Yeah.
They have their own colored ones? Like,
Yeah. And then
Oh,
like
it
the
is-
blue is the Army of Tennessee. The red ones are the Army of Mississippi.
okay.
So the Army of Mississippi is Confederate, Army of Tennessee is Union, and then the yellow is the Army of Iowa. Or Ohio.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Pretty interesting.
Very much so.
Watch
Watch out for
anthill.
that. Yeah, that's the same thing.
Pretty big anthill.
Yeah, no.
This is a big field though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, like I said, Illinois.
Of course.
I can kind of tell how, like,
Why
Illinois'
not?
monuments are. They're all basically kind of like similar.
They're all over the place.
So this
They
is
just
the
like to noise a
battery.
lot.
This is cool though. I like how they have it.
I know, this is neat.
Army of Tennessee, 2nd Regiment Light Artillery. Let's see if they got a little thing on the back. So the captain of this one, J.T. Powell, was wounded. Reached this position about 10 a.m. April 6, 1862 until 4 p.m. was in action on this line. Casualties in the battle were 1 officer and 5 men wounded and 3 men missing, total 9 people. So the captain was during the battle right here.
Really? Right here?
Yeah, they fought on all this.
Oh, that thing.
They're kind of like, hey, pull the field. Like, they fought on all these fields. But with that being said, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to load up in the car. So stay tuned. We got some more great things that we're going to film for you guys. Love you guys and talk to you guys again soon. Alright, you guys, so we are back with another great piece of history here at the Shiloh National Park. Right here is fighting consumed on Bell's farm. At the time of the battle, the fields and woods surrounding you were part of the widow Sarah Bell's farm. This section of the Union line, under the command of General Stephen H. Hurlbut,
ran parallel with the far side of the Peach Orchard in front of you, extending along both sides of the Hammering Savannah Road. On your left, beginning late morning, the Confederate right under the personal command of General Albert Sidney Johnston tried to dislodge Hurlbut, making several fertile attempts to cross the large cotton field beyond the orchard. After 3 hours of intense fighting, a massive Confederate attack, during which Johnston was fatally wounded, finally forced the Union left to retire into the woods behind them. Heavy fighting continued for 2 more hours until Hurlbut again was forced to retire back through his camps towards Pittsburgh Landing. The Confederates on this front now moved against the Federals defending the Hornets' Nest. And here's a map. So you are right here. We were right there at Wicker. So this is Johnston, Bragg after 3 p.m. So you can just kind of see them pushing down. There's a couple monuments out there. You got some artillery out there. There's a Union marker right there. There's a cabin. So we're going to walk over here and just kind of get a better look at this cabin.
So, a question. This side was Grant, and that side was when the Southerners.
The Confederates were coming
This way.
And then they kept forcing them back over here in the woods.
Pushing them back. Okay. Sorry, just asking. Scary. Yeah.
Was mortally wounded right in this area. So they got a big monument working out here.
Yeah?
Here we have 61st Illinois, Miller's 2nd Brigade, Pitness, 6th Division, Army of Tennessee. This regiment relieved one of Hurlbut's regiments and was engaged here from about 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. April 6, 1862. So they stayed right in this area and fought for about an hour. I wouldn't do that with our house, you know? Like do the fence like that.
That would be really neat.
I like that. There's more artillery out that way.
There is a way of how to do that too, I think.
I'm sure there is.
I've actually tried to look that up before, how to make a fence like that.
Looks like it's an old tree.
Tree stumps. Cut up wood. It'd take a while. It looks like all you gotta do is all you gotta do is some. Well.
Somebody to help you.
Yeah. Looks like a little tree stump or something, and then you just place it. That would be neat.
Somebody's fencing for Civil War.
I hear that. They actually made those, didn't they?
Yeah, the men did.
Wow. Is it really? Peach orchard?
Peach what?
Orchard? Is it orchard?
Alright, Chris, come back.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, how lovely. Seriously. Yeah, I know. That's great. Good thing we have pants.
Army of Tennessee, 2nd Iowa Infantry, Toodles Brigade, W.H. Wallace, 2nd Division. The regiment was sent to reinforce General Nelson, and by his order made a charge from this position at about 1 p.m. on April 7th, 1862.
Driving the enemy beyond the field. So, yeah, that's where they retreated to, into the woods. I want to know a little bit more about this cabin.
Retreated into the woods?
Yeah.
The Union?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Confederacy come from that way, you said? And the Union was over here. Yes, sir. Grant was over here. Okay, gotcha. And they pushed them. What's it? Look, there's a road. Where's that go to, you think?
What's the name of that thing? Peach Orchard?
Peach Orchard? Peach. It smells really good out here. I love the smell of it. I just love the smell of it out here. Such fresh air. Breathe out here. You don't see trees like that very much. That thing's gonna fall over. Look at that tree.
Yeah.
Look how old that thing is. Hey, look. Look, hon. It's a bullet hole. Oh my gosh, look at those deer. I gotta get close. Yeah. Oh no, stop. She looked over. She's seen us. Wow. Don't run. Please don't run. They're so pretty. These are all perked up. Where's the male? When there's a bunch of females, there's usually the male. He's probably hiding. He's in charge after us.
I guess we gotta walk in here. Get those cannons. Because that's a utility. Artillery.
What's this cabin?
I actually was reading on this when we were coming up here.
Huh?
It's actually the only house from this area that's still here from the Civil War. The church was reconstructed.
Really, was it? Whoa! Look at all those bullet holes in that thing.
Yeah.
Check that out, babe. Those are bullet holes? Oh my
I
goodness.
believe so. Either that or carpenter bees.
Huh? Oh. Well,
Here it
listen.
is. Cabin. Muncie George Cabin.
Huh?
Site of a tremendous fighting on both days of Shiloh. Sole surviving wartime structure on the Shiloh battlefield.
There looks like engraving right here. Do you see it?
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I see engraving. What is that?
They ran out.
What did?
Deer.
Yeah. They were. Oh, I want to see if something's up there. Hey, hun, stick your face in that hole.
Oh, there's nothing in there.
How do you know there's not a bullet in there?
Well, look at the bird right there.
Is it a bullet?
Baby.
Huh? Are you hurt? What's wrong? What? It's a bird.
Is it hurt?
I don't know. Are you hurt? Hello? What's wrong with him? Why is he just sitting there? Of course you're gonna touch him, aren't you? Oh. Pick him up, see what he does. Maybe we need to take him to the vet. Oh, he's hurt. He is. Did he bite you?
No, he at her and I was like, "You all right, baby?"
Did he try to bite you?
No. I wonder if I should call the visitor center and see if they can get a park ranger down here.
What is that on his neck? Oh, sorry, buddy.
What do you think? You think I should call the park ranger?
I don't know if they deal with things like that. What is that on his neck, though? Hey, buddy. Are you alright? What would that be, hon?
I think his wings hurt.
Is it his wing? Should we take him with us? Or is it his leg? I don't want it to hurt me. Can you stand up? Hey, bud. Are you alright? I don't want to get hurt out here. Okay, what is that on his neck, though? Is something here? Can you get him off me, please?
Alright, buddy?
Should we... Do we have anything to put him in? Did he get bit by something?
You want to go right here? There you go. He's hurt somewhere.
That's what I'm wondering. What is that thing on him?
I don't know what's going on with his neck. So I was wondering if I should call that visitor center and see what they want to do.
Do you want me to stop the video real quick?
No.
Oh.
All right.
I don't know what's going on with the little guy. That is crazy though.
Yeah. That's crazy though. See you later, buddy.
There's engraving in that wood. Do you see it?
Yeah.
What is that from?
There's a couple artillery right there. Hey, look at the birds.
They're trying to attack him. Fly away, bird. Fly away. It's just a baby. Are those eagles or seagulls or what are eagles?
Hawk?
Hawks. They're all over that little bird. They're trying to get him.
That's why I put it up there so they can't see him. Are you ready this way, baby?
Yeah, I'm like, what about that down there? Do we need to go in that field?
We can if you. I mean, it's different artillery units.
Go.
So, let's see, they had an artillery station there. These are all the Union's artillery. You see them? Blue. And down that way as well.
Do you want to walk down there or no? Do you want to walk out that thing over there?
Alright, just a second. From what I was gathering with that billboard, that sign, was that artillery here, there, and the Union or the Confederates coming up from that Alright, you guys, so we have reached our next location. This is the Shiloh
Log Church. Shiloh Log Church was built in 1851 and was named ironically from the biblical term for Shiloh, a place of peace. The small log cabin gave name to the famous Battle of Shiloh and became the site of some of the fiercest fighting yet seen in the Civil War. On Sunday morning, April 6, 1862, the quiet woods and fields around this small Methodist church erupted into a horrible battle. Shortly after dawn, the Confederate Army under command of General Albert S. Johnston attacked the Union Division of William T. Sherman camp at this location. The Union troops were determined to hold the high ground by the church, and the Confederates were equally determined to drive the Federals into the Tennessee River. After several hours of intense fighting, the entire Federal Army under the command of General U.S. Grant slowly withdrew toward Pittsburgh Landing, leaving this area with many dead and wounded from both sides. So that is, then you have a Illinois monument right over there. And this is the inside of the church.
Oh, wow.
Pretty.
How about that? That's neat.
That is actually really pretty.
What does this say? Oh, it's got a little Bible.
It's got it open. I wonder what it's open up to. Numbers. I did see that too. I pulled that up. That it does mean place of peace. The word Shiloh. There's a little marker over here. You can walk over there.
Sure. It's really pretty.
Careful.
What is it?
I was saying, watch your step.
Oh. That's a cute little church. Look at that little.
Yeah.
That's neat looking too. Yeah.
Shiloh School was located just beyond the Illinois Monument. So there was a school over there at some point in 1928. A 10-room building with an auditorium was erected at a cost of $18,000 with a gym added later. Much of the equipment was built and brought by teachers and partitions of the school. The first teachers were John Hickle, Lily Francis, Ferris, Ivory Wood, Magellan, Mercer Magellan. Students from Pickwick, Courts, Wayne, Childress Hill, New Hope, West Shiloh, and Shiloh attended the school. The school grew and became a 4-year credit high school with the first graduating class in 1931. Shiloh High School was known to have outstanding students scholastically and winning basketball teams as well. Students of Shiloh School are located throughout the United States in very successful occupations and professions. The school was closed in 1954 with the students attending Southside School.
How about that? I was right behind there.
Right or beyond the Illinois Monument.
Yeah, because there's the Illinois Monument. Right there.
Look at the size of it.
Isn't that crazy? That was there when Sherman or Grant.
Oh, this one's been reconstructed.
Oh.
From what I was reading, it was reconstructed because the other one, I guess, had some damage.
Yeah.
But it's 2:06, so we got about 3 hours to try to.
Okay.
That's what they just try to kick us out.
Leave now. We want to.
Yeah, see, it's like the same one that we right up there at the top.
Yeah.
Army of Mississippi, Army of Ohio, Army of Tennessee.
Okay.
All right, you guys, so we're going to go ahead and load back up and try to locate the remaining pieces of this wonderful port. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere, and I'll be